Hello and welcome, lovelies. It's Miamao10 here, and we're back with some Call of Cthulhu, one of our Halloween games in anticipation of Halloween. I'm quite keen to get back into this, although I know we were really struggling to figure out how to get out of this place.
That's the sound of the beast.
Hello, Banana Tom. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's do some link dropping here for Tom. 3 links for Mr. Tom, because virtual photography and Banana Tom are synonymous in my book.
A rocket launcher. I got me a rocket launcher. Over-do-da-day.
Good and full of battered sausage, chips, and curry.
You died by my rocket launcher, rocket launcher, rocket launcher. You did die by my rocket launcher. Ha 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 ha.
Well, see, now you're just teasing, Tom. Because I'm not allowed to have any of that. At all. I'm not allowed. I'll have to live vicariously through everyone else. Bobo's still eating hers? It sounds good. It sounds very good. I don't know why, but I've suddenly got something in my eye. Not a good time to have something in my eye when I need to use my eyes. Alrighty, let's see. We were really struggling to get out of this asylum. Like, big time. We were really struggling with this. So let's see if I have any better luck today. Unfortunately, I never did find the time to go and do any homework on it. And then on the other side, Sometimes I don't like doing homework on things because I kind of like to find it on my own. But I know that it's been kind of tedious me trying to find a way out of the institute. But let's see how it goes today. So, is this on? No, let's turn that on. Okay, so that one's blasting. This one should be... No, let's switch it back on. For some reason these have gone off. That one is on. No! No! But I found it! Oh my god. But I had it. I had the thing. Where'd my thing go? How do I crouch again? There we go. Ooh. The insanity. The insanity. Where am I? And I don't think I remember where I found it. Just a hidey hole. Oh my god, I was just in there. I think it was in the storage room, right? Oh no, I'm trying to get the key for the storage room. That's right. Okay. But where did I find this wheel? What did you call that? Knob thing. Was it in here? Right, he's coming in here now. Don't know which side he starts on. Coming back in here now. Right, so he should be going out the door. Alright. Let's have a quick look about. Because this does seem like the maintenance room, right?
The door is blocked on the other side.
Shit. Shit. I don't know why I didn't save that. I remember getting it off a shelf. That much I do remember. Okay, hold on. Oh, these are just medical records. This inventory doesn't help me in the least. Why is there a question mark blinking? I'm confused. I'm confused. Alright, let's see. Riverside is Jesse Bradley being disemboweled by this man again. Blah blah blah. What is this place? Some sort of asylum. Woman has come to me to free me. She works here. In the cell of the patient that they forcibly removed the same symbol. Repeated over and over again. A star with a kind of branch at its center. Most astonishing thing. Dr. Colden's plan did not work. Another doctor, perhaps a superior, caught her in the act, and she had to go upstairs without me. The guards are still in front of the door. I'm in no condition to fight. I must find a way to create a diversion. I've got two possibilities to create a diversion that will allow me to get to the floor above unnoticed. The electric machine or the gas piping system. One or the other should allow me to create enough chaos for the guards to leave their posts. One of the inmates is ready to help me if I find them some sleeping pills. That didn't help me for very long. I discovered a strange electric machine. It links two vats filled with translucent liquid in which huge organs are floating to a power-up system that runs to a dentist's chair. I've got no idea what it's used for, but if I could overload the thing, it might create the version I need. There's an installation that seems to supply the whole complex with gas. The cells are fitted out so that there is a continuous feed. If I could get the pressure to build up, I might be able to blow it up and create a diversion. The control wheels of the gas machine are missing. If I'm going to change the pressure in the piping, I must find these wheels. The asylum staff spoke of a storage room. Yeah, but I can't get into the storage room. That's the problem here, and I haven't found a key for the storage room. Let me wait for this doofus to come back. Because, I don't know, I don't see this thing in here. Why is my eye so irritated all of a sudden? Close that door. So all of these, I believe, nothing on this shelf, right? No. Alright, so definitely nothing here, and there's nothing here I could interact with, period, for investigative purposes either. So Bloody hell, there the damn thing is.
I'll go take a look.
Okay. Right, okay.
I've got to hide before the guards see me.
I think I may have found my way out. Where's the entrance again? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're in a brand new room. What the hell's going on here? Hi.
Doctor, is that you? Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you. Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
What did they do?
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you? The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings. You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins. The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
Okay.
Is she cursed because of something she did to you? No, it's because she's cursed that she harmed me. On purpose. You say that Sarah Hawkins harmed you. If it were only me, her conscience, her guilt were eating her away. But she never wanted all that. Well, not really. What's going on this island? I'm so sorry. We should never have met. What are you talking about? Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you. What finds me? Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler. Sanders, pull yourself together. Without her, it's no longer possible to save me. Sanders!
Whoa!
What the hell? I got it.
You need to leave.
Okay. This is insane.
That's
What
putting it
killed him?
mildly. I don't know how much time we have before the good doctor comes back. So I'm just kind of trying to rush around. It's not letting me interact with anything here. Okay.
Damn! The gas! Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
Okay. Hawkins' mansion. Pierce woke up in the asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape, wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme. Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders before dying in full view of the detective. He accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decide to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. That sounds like a really bad idea. Crazy fun time, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need to.
Yeah, hold on, Pierce. Hold the phone. No. Remove. Let's see. Oh wow. It's kind of pretty in the daytime. Where are these two people that are talking?
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day's only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
Yes, because I saw Bradley die.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before
This
dying.
house is
It's
clear.
no coincidence.
Hey, Gary.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Let's stay prudent.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Alright. Let's have a quick look what we have here. The death of Francis Sanders. We're shaken. A little less sane. Okay. Hold on, what does it want me to do here? Alright, Arts Francis Sanders. Francis Sanders, age 47, art dealer. Francis Sanders knew Sarah Hawkins so well that he accused her of being the source of his suffering. The man gouged his eyes out with his own hands and smeared the walls of his cell with esoteric symbols. He seemed to be obsessed with the Shambler, linked to Sarah Hawkins. He died before my eyes in circumstances I cannot explain. Dr. Fuller. Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of the Riverside Institute and of its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. This man is dangerous, and I'd swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell. I do want to talk to Bradley again.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Well, I kind of saw you die, dude.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Okay, I guess I'm leaving. Not that I know where to go. Sanders' residence. Oh, it's going to take me straight there. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the Shambler and the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Okay.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Oh, the paintings.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What do we tell her?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute. And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Okay.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Okay. We're gonna have a good old look around. Mrs. Sanders.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge, allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller. This guy's a real piece of work.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to Sanders. They must be close. Your buddy. Your buddy! You're the buddy.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Okay, where is the Shambler? All of these paintings. That looks like a painting of herself, but very obscured. So I can't.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Okay.
A house of artists. A house of artists.
Okay. Is that all it's gonna tell me? There's gotta be. Ooh, hello.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
That painting looks like it's moving.
She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Okay.
Shambler. I need to see it.
Clearly. Ah, another book on medicine. Before we get to the Shambler, though, I'm going to try and have a good look around. Oh, what? Interesting. I think that's going to be something important. Probably need to play the notes in the correct order. Very macabre. You guys saw that, right? That wasn't just me.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Okay, we have a cylinder. I feel like I'm being watched. Okay, those doors are locked. I saw blood on that painting. I'm pretty sure I saw blood on that painting. Aha, there's a global cooldown. This chickadoo.
A strange Amerindian pendant. I could use one of those.
Sleeping pills.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning to you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend. Forget the Shambler. Your friend Sarah Hawkins.
An old diary.
This volume spent some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the Lost Tribe. The Lost Tribe. Oh my god, the Lost Tribe comes into play here. A key. I will take the key. I don't want to talk to you just yet. Let me just finish looking around. Hey, hey, hey! Another bookie! Hey, hey, hey! What's that? Would you read the book? Oh my! This is a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Malleus Bestiarium. We've had a couple of snippets from this particular book. Okay.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
No, not particularly.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Watch this. I'm gonna come and snoop. Snooping over your shoulder, lady. Can you see me? Cow. Miserable. Why is there a hidey spot? Exactly? Alright, let's have a look at what we've got so far. Got a couple of CP points to use here. Let's go with psychology. Oh, jeez. We picked up some more insanity, I guess. And this is Irene Sanders. It's clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband. But what I don't understand about Irene Sanders is this mix of sadness and insensitivity. It looks like she had given up on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars of Riverside Institute. Gotta agree with the guy there. Dimensional Shambler. The Dimensional Shambler comes from a dark and inhospitable dimension, where the rarity of food sources keeps it in a state of permanent starvation. This is why it is in a constant state of readiness to travel to other dimensions in order to feed on its inhabitants. Make sure you never weaken the veils of your dimension, otherwise you risk attracting this very dangerous creature. Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to... What? You just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself in your dimension and to allow it to rip you open with its claws. Extract taken from Malleus Beasterium. Okay. And now we have the Malleus Beasterium as well. That's the picture. Cross-checking the information given by Francis Sanders and his widow, it is possible to reconstruct the events that led to the internment of Sanders. Everything points to Sanders and Sarah Hawkins being close, linked at least by the interest the collector showed in the artist's work, but more probably by a certain friendship, attested to by the repeated refusals of Sarah Hawkins to sell the painting called The Shambler. Against all expectations, she finally gave it away for free. The feelings still shown by Irene Sanders toward Sarah Hawkins are evidently derived from what she considers to be the artist's responsibility. Madness struck Sanders a short while after he gained possession of the painting. And that's the letter we found. Okay. We've got an audio recording that Francis Sanders left for his wife Irene. And the key that we just... Alright. Bugs. Just a bug in a rug. Huh. It. Okay, there's a knife in there. Could come in handy later. And another dagger, scarification dagger.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Interesting.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
And weird carved tablets. It's a beautiful gallery, I'll give him that. What's that? Oh, for our lamp. Awesome. Oh, I have a feeling we're gonna do lots of hiding in this house. Another knife. Everything has tentacles.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Okay. I've been in here, right? Yes. I definitely have a feeling we've got some drama coming our way. There's another one of lamp doohickeys, right. I keep looking at the floor because I'm trying to avoid triggering this thing. I think that's everything we can find in here by the look of it. Hello, Moose! Let's do a quick shout out for Moose before I trigger this because I know I'm triggering something. And also maybe have a drink of water.
Okay. And time
Yay, Moose Serenade.
goes by so slowly, and time can do so
Lucy Moosey?
much. Are you still mine? I need your love. There you go. How's that?
Perfect. Okay. Them and the Shambler. Yep, yep. Classic horror movie mistake. Hey.
What the hell was that?
The Shambler. Right. We've got 2 CP points available. I am going to go with strength here. Because I have a feeling I'm going to need it. Ah, shit. Get up! Run! Ah! Run, 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 run. And I died. I'm dead. I died. Died, I tell you. Can we skip this bit? Yes.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, but hiding in the closet makes my insanity go up.
Damn. Did it hear that?
Well, obviously, I mean, come on. I don't know how long I can stay in here. Come on, go to the other room. No, don't come back here. Go to the other room. Our dude is a little claustrophobic. Wait, did I get the knife? Shit. Ah, shit. Wrong way. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. They didn't see me.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay, hold on. Before we carry on here. An ancient amulet, probably Amerindian. I wonder what its purpose could be. Sleeping pills. Am I trying to get out? I don't know what my purpose is right now.
I can't even touch
Oh,
it.
I can't get out. What is my purpose right now? Do I have to kill this thing? Can I kill this thing? Is the question. Get to the painting, get to the painting, get to the painting, stab the painting, stab the painting, stab the painting! Right, okay. So get a knife. Stab the painting. How many times do we have to stab the painting?
What the hell was that?
Definitely not a hand-holding kind of game.
use this dagger.
Okay. We know he's gonna come in here. He's gonna hang around for a while. Run, 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 run. Okay. Is he gonna come in here?
Damn it.
Oh fuck, run, 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 run. Did the painting just suck up my knife? Where was the other knife that I saw? Why am I not running? Alright, let's see if this tells us anything. The Shambler is a painting. Irene Sanders doesn't seem to know what she hates the most. Blah blah blah. The key to the gallery is probably in the office. The Sanders and Hawkins were close. It's undeniable. The widow didn't tell me everything, but her house speaks for her. Everything began with Francis Sanders' obsession with the Shambler. That doesn't tell me shit. Doesn't tell me anything. Okay, gotta shoot, dude. I'm already late. Peace out. No problem, Tom. Take care. Thanks for coming by. Oh shit, get up. Run, run, run. 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 Run, 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 run. Where did I see the other knife? Ah, shit. I was actually in the perfect fucking place. I can't tell if it's in here or not. Okay, maybe an old knife, an ancient knife. Run, run, run. We gotta try.
Damn it.
No! Oh my god. Oh, wow,
What the hell was that?
This house is clear.
Oh, it sure as hell ain't clear, buddy. Definitely is not clear. The only thing I can think is there must be another knife. There must be a particular knife here.
Dal, maybe I can use this now.
Ah, shit, he saw me. Shit, he saw me. Damn it! Hello, Lottie! Hello! How you doing? I'm playing Scary Game. Scary Game. Scary Game. Scary Game.
What the hell was that?
Let's not wait to find out. Okay, stand up. How many times have I died now? Let's see. Gary, I'm okay. Hello, Stormy D. Welcome in. How you doing? Do a shout out to you for Stormy. Let's see what clip will we get. Ooh, what are you playing there? The last game you played was The Witcher 3. I need lots of water today. Doing great. Your game looks so cool. It is a really good one. Call of Cthulhu. It's the first time I've actually played it. I believe, I'm trying to remember, when did this game come out? I think 2018? So it's not a new game, but I've never actually gotten around to playing it. It's really good. The story so far is really quite something. And this is our first, I want to say our very first genuine scary encounter we've had with a creature, which is the Shambler. And right now I'm really struggling to figure out what I need to do right now. I know one of these knives, one of them is going to eventually...
Damn, maybe I can use this dagger.
Yes, we're going to try this one next. Let's just wait for him to come and do his little walkthrough while I go insane. It's the only clue we have right now. Is stabbing the painting. But I think it's a very specific knife we have to use to stab this painting. Is he gone now? He left. Make him out. Ah, shit. Run! Run! Ah, wrong way! Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Run, 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 and hide. Did he see me? Ah, fuck, he saw me. Shit. That particular knife is proving very difficult to get. Maybe for a reason? I don't know.
What the hell was that?
try and be a little more clever about this here. Where is he right now? Oh shit. Ooh.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Get in the closet, get in the closet, get in the closet. Okay. No, I'm not in here. I'm not in here. I'm not in here. Go away. Go away. Shit, why did he come back in here? Ah, shit. Run! Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. We're gonna keep trying to run here. I'm gonna try and stab this thing real fast. Yeah, stab it, stab it. Nope, okay. I forgot it's scary season, aka Halloween. Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. Bloody hell. Alright, so not that knife either. Process of elimination, I guess.
What the hell was that?
Or is there something I'm not realizing here?
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
We're gonna try something a little different here. No! How? Oh. The scary creatures are not my fave. I know. I know they're not your fave. No. I feel like I'm on a broken record right now, guys. I'm going to try this one more time, and then I may just actually quickly look up exactly.
What the hell was that?
That was a shambler. We've established this. We have established this. Is he gonna come in here? Yes. Okay. Spooky, scary skeletons. And shivers down your spine.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay. Alright, I'm out of ideas here. I can't keep dying like this. Let's see. Alright, let's see. During Chapter 6, Sander's Residence, a Call of Cthulhu, you'll come across a Shambler, a monster that will crawl out from a picture under the same name. As the main character is unable to defend himself, it is impossible to fight the beast, which makes the whole battle extremely frustrating when you don't know what to do. In this chapter, you will learn how to defeat the Shambler and unlock 2 achievements. Okay, I'm not worried about the achievements right now. As soon as you regain control of your character, run 180 degrees and head towards the wall, all the time moving while crouching carefully into the small room to the left. If the Shambler notices you, the music changes. Run to this. Okay, blah 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 blah. Using the second passive, get to the next room. The enemy notices you during the way. Hide in wardrobe. Blah blah. Leave the wardrobe. Move to the corner of the room to the display case between the furniture and golden statue. The case is shown in the picture above. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, so it is definitely. Do we have some clues to guide us? No, no. This is definitely not a hand holder game at all. In the section where I was stuck in an asylum, it took me forever to figure out what to do. But the story makes up for it. And if I was playing off stream, I probably would have pushed this to the point where I found what eventually to do. But we've been going for half an hour now trying to figure this out, and I think that was my 11th or 12th death already. So yeah, in that case, I will seek out a little bit of help. I try very hard not to, but sometimes it's called for. Since you didn't see the cutscene before, Stormy, I'll let you have a look at it this time. Very cool creature.
What the hell was that?
Alright. Let's quickly assign our... We know he's gonna come past here. Oh my god, I hope I'm hiding in the right spot. Let's see if we can evade him. See, staying in the closet too long also heavily affects your sanity. And I think if you stay in for too long, it would actually kill you.
Damn. This dagger looks different.
Alright, so we found the right dagger. Now we just need to hide again, because we need to get to the painting with this particular dagger. Ah, shit. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Come on, he's gonna catch up with you. Okay. I'll let go of you, ass. Stab him, stab him, stab him. Okay. Oh. 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 No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't cut your hand off. Don't cut your hand off. Woo!
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
What should I say here? I don't want to end up back in the...
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You didn't hear anything?
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
And you give me this information free of charge?
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off.
Canary?
See your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
What? I don't trust you, lady. I don't trust you at all. Okay. The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. Man, I would have left this freaking place. Yeah, oh my god, that's blood on the glass there. Canaries used to be taken into the mine as if Oh, yeah, okay, I get it, Thanks, Gary, yeah, that makes sense. So she knows there's something funky about all this shit. She knows. I don't think this guy's alive.
Where's the bookseller?
I don't think he's alive. But we should have a look around for books.
An old diary.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 4. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head, because it told the truth. You're all mad here, the lot of you. Interesting. We never got to listen to that freaking thing. I hope we do. Is there nothing else in here for me? Handbook on dissection. Fantastic.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
They're that mad they be on the TT team. They're that mad they may be on the Traumatic Tuesday team? Agreed. What did that say? Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion. These Tibetan writings are the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this book, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in the Nameless bookstore on Darkwater, could be as much a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. Another medicine book? Well, I figured it's a bookstore. We should find a whole bunch of books. Darkwater history. Interesting. A Puritan colony. What the hell? A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Interesting. Man, this whole island is just macabre as hell. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then, the region was favored a refuge for, I can't say it, Cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Oh shit. That doesn't bode well. Just saying, that doesn't bode well. Me having to fill my lamp.
What happened here?
Reconstruction time.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
There.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Does a little, doesn't it?
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Okay, so I can't go in there, but I believe I can go in here.
What killed all these animals?
Oh my god.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Interesting.
What the? Charles Hawkins?
What the frick is going on here?
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
Okay.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Okay.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
A page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother, if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered. Even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you, nor to suffer from your actions. Each cylinder is numbered. 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Life and study combine in the Greek world. Okay. Another handbook on dissection.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Apparently.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion, hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the Great Old One, were engraved at its center. Everything points to being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of the Hawkins trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Okay.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Opera in 8 acts by Benvenuto Ceti Brodighera, an infamous lyrical work published in Italy in 1768. It is said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. This volume is a part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and the supernatural.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A collection of long-term astrological predictions written in verse. Written by Nostradamus, translated by E. Leone and Theophilus Whitebridge. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology. Okay.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
A book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. Contains various rituals of invocation and rituals of curse. Re-edition by Claudia Waits, based on L.W. de Lawrence's original.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Just a bunch of Arkham editions.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
I don't know, but they appear to be all over.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection?
I would say there's a lot of them right here. Okay, let's see here. Our sanity is definitely getting shaken badly here. Nameless bookstore, Sandra's residence. We've got that dagger and of course the painting of the Shambler. Key of Rely. Wow, we are picking up a lot of books here. So I'm assuming they've got to be in the library, right?
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
How do I listen to them? A cylinder meant to be listened to by using a phonograph. I found it in the nameless Ooh. So there's got to be a phonograph somewhere in here, right? Here we go. Drake cylinder number 1.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
That didn't tell me anything.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So the only number I got from all of that was volume 9. Okay, so let's see if we look in inventory. No, knowledge. Volume 9. Alright, let's have a look. So 9 would be...
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Volume 1.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Volume 6.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking
Volume
about
8.
in his message.
Get up.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Volume 4.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Volume 9. This is the one. Azeroth and Other Horrors. So the only numbers we have in here, published in 1908, Derby was only 18 years old. (1908) and 18. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. 1908. Change lock.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Knowledge. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain possession to my most precious. Can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. Choose a combination of fun. 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. I would also that deliver its contents. Okay, blah 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 blah. Order is the pleasure of reason. Okay.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Number dwindling.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Is anyone else... Does anyone have a clue of what I'm looking for here?
What did Drake say about this collection?
No. Gary's as lost as I am. $980 maybe? It's 3 numbers. This is the part that I don't fully understand. So 1908, that's 4 numbers. 18, that's 2 numbers. It doesn't tell me shit. Therefore, I am not a genius. Never pretended I was.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I've never heard of, divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to other. It's a freaking shambler. It presents itself as the reference work on the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. Yeah, that's the thing that was chasing us earlier.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
This goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif? I don't know. Does it?
The Chalice of Knowledge.
I don't see anything on it. I don't know.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
I am lost. I am properly lost. There's nothing on this book that I can see that makes any bloody sense. Where's that other thing? This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion. Hundreds of years ago, purpose. That doesn't tell me anything either. It's not 3, 2, 1. I don't know. I don't know how to get this freaking code. I have 1908 and I have 80. Neither of them are 3-digit numbers. Even if I do like an add up, like 1 plus 9 gives me 10. 10 is too much. 0 plus 8 gives me 8. 1 plus 8 gives me 9. That would be 10, 8, 9. But there's no 10. So would that be a 1? Nope, that's not it either. Oh, man, come on. The only next thing I can think to do is to listen to the cylinders once more.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
The Grail.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
He spoke of the red drop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 red drops. He spoke of red drops, right? Hold on, let me just make a note here. 5.
Oh, they're gonna kill me!
I didn't mean to do that. Alright, next one.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their...
The Queen has little protection.
I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
She only has 3 protecting her? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because the knight can't do anything where it is. So 3?
Failure? There's no such thing as failure. Only early attempts at success.
Alright, and then the last one.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So 539, and he spoke of descending numbers. So 953. Okay, so I know the 5 and the 3 has got to be right. Let's try 359. 3, 5, 9. No. 539. Oh, what the hell is this? Man, you're so doomed. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good. I believe this is a bad thing. Oh my god, we're back at the institute. Shit. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective when he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Oh! Okay.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
No, I don't believe so.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Well,
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
Didn't you listen?
I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm
Sticky
sure
rings.
you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Actually, it does.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations.
I don't like you.
I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Yeah, I don't
Your
believe you.
imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
I don't like you.
What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Okay. We're not in Pierce at the moment, so we can't even look at Pierce's stuff. Get into Fuller's office.
This place draws you in and never lets you go. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
We'll talk to her in a second.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
What is? Pipes?
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Be okay. Right, so this is a faucet, right?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Well, aren't you just a freaking bed of roses?
Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Oy vey. Okay, so that's his office that we're trying to get into. So we're obviously trying to create a diversion. Medical book. Thought I saw something there for a second. men's bathroom. That's where she is. Pharmacy, bathroom.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time.
Why don't you just,
It's a real show.
Pseudoscientific work by Cesar Lombroso correlating an individual's morphology with his criminal predisposition. Seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Okay.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
What happens if I talk to her again?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Nope. There's clearly something I need to find.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor. Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
I don't care what you think.
I'll tend to it. Don't worry.
So Betty has the key, and I can see hiding spots.
Dr. Colden.
That's all I'm gonna get from you? Okay. That's the exit. Block B. Okay.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Hey, found the boiler room key.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
What? Irene Sanders? The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest she needs. You shitting me right now?
Mrs. Sanders?
Interesting.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
Okay. Whoa, hey.
Dr. Colden?
You guys are so friendly.
Doctor, please. My chest! Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Weirder and weirder.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Uh-huh. Sure it does. Where was the boiler room again? Administration boiler room. Well, hello, Kev Arca. Kev, I'm just gonna go with Kev. I'm doing good, thanks. Good evening, Superfast. Drop in to say hi before I have to kill someone with jump scares. Oh gosh, is it that time already? Is it that time already? I'll be there later. I'm doing well, enjoying this game quite a bit. How are you? So there's nothing else in here before I turn this valve.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Tool. What kind of tool? No, I wasn't trying to go out. What kind of tool? The line won't let me pick up anything here. Oh my god, where do I find said tool? Administration, is there a maintenance room? Administration, bathroom, pharmacy, storage room. Oh, nothing in here. Oh, hold on. What's this? Ahaha! Found it. Okay. There we go. Getting close to it, yes. I'm doing good. Just had dinner. What's this game about? So this is Call of Cthulhu. It's loosely based on one of the Lovecraft horror stories, so cosmic horror. So far we have previously been a detective. We're investigating the death of a family, the Hawkins family. And in the process we have found a whole bunch about the occult. And we're on this island called Darkwater, and the people here are weird and strange and macabre. And there's a doctor who is basically using psychiatric patients as guinea pigs and testing all kinds of things out on them. So we're still trying to find out exactly what's going on, but at the moment, my investigator, Pierce, found a book about an occult book and woke up, but with his mind in the mind of Dr. Colden. So she's the only doctor at the hospital that knows that this evil Dr. Fuller is doing things he shouldn't be doing. So we're currently in her mind, kind of controlling her. Weird and strange. I need to live there. This is very out there, but I love it. I absolutely love these types of stories. Defo. Love these types of stories. Kev, I don't know if I've ever asked you. Do you stream? I don't know that I don't know. I don't know if I might have heard in the past. I'm not sure. Possibly. I mean, anything's possible. Especially with my mind like a sieve. Yes, I do, but I'm on a break right now for health reasons. Ah, gotcha. So what did you have for dinner, man?
But
I'm actually getting I'm kind of getting hungry. All right, so let's see if that worked. She left? No, she's still there. Do I need to go back to the bathroom? That's not this one. Storage room, no. Oh, nice. Very nice. Smoking here in the hospital. Isn't that nice? Well, I can't talk to her.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
That looks like vomit! Look at it! That looks disgusting! What is that? Hail to the end fucking O. I would not touch that with a 10-foot spoon. We need to find this other bathroom.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
I'm confused.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Chim. For Candy Striper. So, should I follow and see what happens? Just kind of watch from a distance.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow, even if I know it's not your strong point.
I've apologized 1,000 times.
I haven't counted that many, but then unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan.
She's a real piece of work.
I'm grateful to you for having kept me on despite that incident.
Ribs with honey, cold meatloaf in a mayonnaise sauce and potatoes. I'll definitely do the ribs. Catch you later, me and chat. Thanks so much for coming by, Gary. I really appreciate it, buddy. Take care. I know it's getting late on your side.
I just need the water to be put back on. Otherwise, the bathroom will quickly become a nest of germs.
Oh, very well. I'll finish what I'm doing, and then I'll fix your blunders once more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Out of my sight. Go chatter with your colleagues. That's what you do best.
Okay, so now we just have to wait for No, don't look at me. Go do things. Come on, leave already. What's taking her so long? Get a move on! I don't have all day. Lady, go. I did see someone I want to go and speak to real quick. Here in the visitors area.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches, and I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Can you kill her already? I wish.
You're not the only one.
Gonna watch the VOD later. This looks like fun, but I have to go already. Stay awesome and see you soon. Cool, Kev. Take care, man. I'll see you soon.
With everything that happened to you these last days, it's no wonder you're feeling stressed.
Maybe.
Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I thought he was leaving.
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah, I know I should go.
I will work until late.
Oh, all right.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here. I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no
Where did my
patients.
fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Okay.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Do you want something?
Nope. Just killing the time until Madam decides to leave her office.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference. Thank you again, Doctor.
Okay, that guy's still howling in pain. Alright, let's see if she's left. She's still here!
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Ah, okay, there we go.
At last. The missing file, the Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Particularly rare mental illness, subject displays mental disorders linked to an exposure to works of art. Okay then.
I should go another way.
There's nothing in here. What was I meant to find?
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files.
Recalled in patient files, I was right. The cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychoanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to.
Was right.
Okay.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Shoe?
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
What the heck?
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
The partly burnt chute seems like it belongs to Sarah Hawkins.
I must go back to the basement. I should go another way.
There was nothing else in here, right? A double show before we leave. So how do we get into the psychiatric room? What the hell?
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Oh boy, that can't be good.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
Oh, he's alive.
Talk, filthy thief. Oh, I swear I'll shoot.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Necronomicon?
She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Okay.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
All right. This place is just a cacophony of weirdness. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. And that is where we're going to call it for today, guys. We'll be back with some more Call of Cthulhu next week, Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll be doing some more of the Wandering Village at midday. And tomorrow night we'll be doing a stream with Nell. I'm not sure yet if we're going to be continuing with Grounded. I'm still having trouble figuring out why I can't get my controller to work. So we'll see what the day brings. I've still got to have a discussion with Nell on that side. Let's have a look who's available for raiding. I actually think I already know who we're going to be raiding, because it is a ton of fun. And I mean a serious ton of fun. Is he streaming yet? He is. So Gemini Tiger is streaming Moons of Madness at the moment. He's very heavily into the Halloween spirit. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Yesterday he was playing Death Damnation, which is a Twitch interactive game. We pummeled the poor guy with jump scares. It was insane. It was so much fun though. Please do follow the raid, guys. I would really, really appreciate it. Let me set up the raid message here. I've got to go I'm making us a lovely Mediterranean pork loin with baked zucchini and tomato and some mushroom rice. I've got to get going on that. I'm going to watch for a little while before I start though. Alright, there's the raid message. Let me grab Jim's thing here. Copy. But yes, I am thoroughly enjoying this game. Some of it is pretty tough to figure out, but we're getting there. We're getting there. You all know the drill, guys. Have fun. Whatever you're doing, be safe wherever you are. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.